Hey guys, it's Sydney, the Crab Queen.
Baby, I'm a witch and I'll never let you know. I can make shit happen, you ain't never seen before. Psychic all the time, I know how this about to go. I got money in my pockets that I really like to blow.
So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys what I usually do when there's a full moon. I do pretty much something for a full moon every time. Sometimes if I'm busy, I can't do everything that I'm doing, but I still do at least a few things whenever there's a full moon, because that is the one time a month that, you know, you can really use your powers, enhance them. It's like a day where your powers just enhance, your manifestations enhance, your spells enhance, whatever you're trying to attract enhances, like your luck, your creativity, all of those things that you want to do on the daily, like your creative things, they enhance when there's a full moon. So I do have a few things in front of me. The main thing that I always use is like a notebook, because I write down everything that I do when there is a full moon, so I can go through the list and keep track of everything that I want to accomplish for the full moon. So I'm gonna post this before there's a full moon, so you guys can know what to do with the upcoming full moon, but obviously people are gonna be seeing this video after. Keep this stuff in mind when there is a full moon coming, and then you can use it then. Have it in mind so you know what to do. So the first thing I always do, like I said, is grab a notebook. I'm not gonna fully explain what the full moon is. I kind of went over what it is to me. It kind of just enhances your creativity abilities when you're a spiritual, when you're a witch, stuff like that. It's a perfect day for you to do that. But if you want to do your own research about the full moon, go ahead and do that, because this video is going to be simply what I do when there's a full moon, not too much detail about the full moon, even though I am kind of going to detail about it, but mainly it's going to be about just what I do when there is a full moon. So let's just begin the video. So I'm going to use this journal and to write down some of the things that I'm going to be doing for the full moon. So typically I like to do my full moon stuff at nighttime. I like to do it when it gets dark, but you can do it any time of the day. I just like to do it when it's night, because I can see the full moon then, and even if I can't see it, it just gives me more of that full moon vibe, you know what I mean? So the moon is in a zodiac sign every time, whether it be the full moon is in Leo, the full moon is in Virgo, whatever it may be. For example, if the moon is in Sagittarius, that would be a fire moon. So I would be doing some things that I would be doing for a fire moon. So that would be burning some things. Let me explain, because that sounds weird. If the moon was in a fire moon, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, I would be writing down some things on a paper I'm trying to get rid of. Like if I don't want to have anxiety, I'm going to write anxiety down on a piece of paper, and I'm going to burn it with a candle, with fire, whatever type of burning you want to do with it. I'm going to burn it because the moon is in a fire moon, so that would be the best way, that would be the best things to do when there's a fire moon. Okay, so when the full moon is in an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, I would do things. I would sit in nature that day, or if I'm trying to manifest things, I would write it down on a piece of paper, and I would bury it in the ground. Do things that connect with the earth, put it under the earth, because the full moon is in an earth sign. If the full moon was in an air sign, I would speak a lot of things into existence that day. If I was trying to manifest a new car, I would say out loud to the world, maybe while I'm even looking at the full moon, or just go outside and talk to the world that day and say, I have a new car. Go into detail about what you want your car to look like, what you felt like you first got that car. I would speak it into existence a lot that day, or I would sing it into existence. Just use your voice. Water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. For you, I would, take a shower that day, take a bath that day. I would try to take a bath if you can, but if you can't, that's fine. Go swimming, try to do something that involves water. But for manifesting, you should take a glass of water. Oh yeah, and for you fire signs, sit outside by the fire that day or some shit. I would take a glass of water. There's a bunch of techniques how to manifest, obviously. For water signs, you could take a glass of water, put your paper manifestation on that glass of water, drink that water. There's water manifestations. I'm not going to go into detail because that would be a whole different thing. But if you want to know how to do water manifestations, there's tons of videos on YouTube. Maybe I'll even make one day if you guys are interested. But you can simply manifest by water, and you can definitely do that for when there is a water moon. And also when you are taking a shower, imagine your whatever you want to get rid of going off your body and into the drain. So yeah, whatever the moon's in, what is the moon going to be upcoming in? So I have a calendar with all of like the moons for this year, but obviously for the people watching after, it's going to be in something different, but I'm just going to use this current moon as an example for this video. So if there's going to be a water moon, just pretend like I'll do the things that I said for the water moon. But for this video, I'm going to be using a fire moon because it looks like the upcoming moon from when I'm recording it is going to be in Aries, which is a fire sign. But let me double check. So it's actually going to be in Virgo.
So it's actually fucking not. It's in Pisces. So just pretend that I'm writing down Pisces and do water sign shit for this.
So that is an earth sign. So I'm just going to put, for example, put full moon in Virgo at the top of my journal. It's an earth sign, so I'm probably going to be using green. Full moon in Virgo. So really, you're just going to write down everything that you want to do with this full moon. So of course, it is a full moon in an earth sign. So earth signs are very good at like having a stable work schedule and bringing in money and stability and everything like that. So it would be a really good time to manifest money. But you couldn't really manifest anything, whatever full moon love, if you wanted to. So I'm going to be manifesting some money. So I'm going to write down, this is just like a little quick checklist of everything that I'm going to do. So first I'm going to write down manifest abundance. So first I put manifest abundance. Second, what do I want? Maybe, for example, you want to attract love. Could be with someone specific, could just be love in general. We'll get there. I want to charge my crystals this full moon and make moon water. I put attract love, but I'm also going to add self-love. So I'm going to do a little bay leaf thing. It's totally fine. I'm going to write down some of my goals that I want to attract. I always get a new candle whenever there's a full moon because it's like a new cycle. You could also do this on the new moon too, but sometimes my candles like last longer. But I usually get a new candle when there's a new moon, but like you could also get one during the full moon because it is a different cycle as well. Anyways, I would suggest just grabbing a candle anyways, like just the one that you use every day, and if you don't have one, go get one from the dollar store. Just try to find yourself a candle, but obviously if you don't have one, that's totally okay. Right, routine. I always try to make a little routine when there's a full moon. I do meditation and journaling like the morning of a full moon. I do suggest doing the meditation and journaling like that day sometime. You could do it during it doesn't really matter. And then to end off it, I always do a tarot reading. It's just like a quick little checklist of everything I'm going to do, so I make sure that I remember to do everything that I want to do. Alright, so the first thing on my list is to manifest abundance. So the way that I manifest abundance is through a lot of different things actually. When there's a full moon, I like to do it with an actual manifestation like method that I use, and I use a paper manifestation. I posted a video on how to do a manifestation through paper before, so go check out that video so you know how to do that if you want to do that. But also I'm going to be posting another one soon. I'm going to like redo a manifesting video because I want to like update it, so keep on the watch for that. But in the meantime, go watch that video so you know how to do a paper manifestation if you don't already, because that would just make this video so long if I went over how to like do everything. So I'm just going to tell you guys. So I do a paper manifestation when there's a full moon. I always, once you watch that video, you know how to do it. When it's at that little piece, when it's like folded towards you, I always set it down, light a candle on top of that, okay? I get in my Zen mode, I manifest, I call in my spirit guides, all of that type of stuff, my angels, everything like that. And I also use the full moon energy, so I say out loud, I'm using the full moon energy tonight to help me with this manifestation, all right? So then I like do my little thing, you know, put some herbs around it if you want, if you need. You don't have to, but I always put a candle over that, and then so that's what I do first. I start with my manifestation, and then I move to the next, which is, what is next on my list? Attract love and self-love. So if you have someone specific in mind, which you usually do because a lot of you always DM me and ask me to do tarot readings about someone specific, how do they feel about me? By the way, DM me on Instagram if you want a tarot reading. I also have a video on how to attract a lover, so I think it's actually that same video, so go find that. I think it's actually a few down, like from a while ago, but I have a love spell. I have love spells, money spells at the very bottom of my YouTube, and then I have love manifestations and money manifestations at the middle of my YouTube, and then I have like another like herb jar video if you want to do it with that, because you can do it with that too. But go watch those. So if you want to do it with someone specific, do that. If you want to attract it with someone new, do that. All right, so next, after I do that, I will do my love. So what I would do is I would take another piece of paper, a blank piece of paper, rip all sides towards me, turn it towards me so everything is being brought into me. If I want to manifest someone specific, I'm going to write their name down and write what I want them to do. If I want them to reach out, I'm going to have them reach out. If I want them to ask me out, I'm going to write down ask me out, like everything like that. And then if I want to just attract self-love, I'm going to write down everything that I want to love about myself. You know, I want to manifest longer hair, I write I have long hair. If I want to manifest clear skin, I say I have clear skin. I write it down. I write down everything. I love myself. I feel good in my body, you know, everything like that. So that's what I would do for the next one. Sorry, I'm not like fully going into it, but it would take literally so long, and I know that you guys want it quick and easy. Quick and easy. Don't we all want that? So next thing I do for the full moon is I charge my crystal babies. So I lay them outside. I'll sprinkle some salt over them, and sometimes I'll even grab a bowl of salt, and I'll just put it underneath the full moon. If you can't see the full moon that day, it's totally fine. It still works. It still charges it. It might even appear while you're sleeping. I set it outside, so I always put my crystals outside to charge in the full moon. Maybe I'll even say a little thing like, may these crystals get fully charged from the full moon, fully cleansed. It just like brings them extra power. What that does is like charges them. And I also make moon water. So if you guys don't know what that is, you've probably heard of it by now. You take a water bottle or a bowl of water, whatever water, and you put it underneath the full moon like you do with your crystals, but it's water. I'll grab mine to show you guys. So this is actually Florida water. I got it from this cool little spot in Florida. Florida water is very healing, but it's the same kind of thing. If I told you it was moon water, you would think it's moon water. It's the same type of idea. So you fill up the water, you put it outside, and the moon puts its powers into the water. Okay, this is why I always suggest going swimming in a lake the day after the full moon, because shit, that water is probably so charged. I always suggest a clear one just cause like it's clear, but you know, it doesn't have to be clear, but I suggest it to be clear so the moon can like see it. So what you can do with this, you can drink it if you want. Like you can do, if there's a water full moon especially, you can put your manifestation on it like I was saying and drink it after. I just keep it on my altar for like good, like it's just like another type of crystal type of thing. It's just good. You can put it in your oils, you can mix it with your oils and rub it on your body. You can put it in spray it around. You can sprinkle it all over some things. It's just like, it's like very good water. It's healing water. You could pour it in your bath. You could pour it on your body. You could, like I said, drink it, just make food with it, pour it in your like noodle, like boil that with noodles, and it's like very healing, that type of shit. So I always suggest making moon water. It's worth it. Make a lot of it if you want to savor it. So next on the list is going to be bay leaves. So if you guys don't have any bay leaves, that's okay. You don't need to do this part, but this is like the #1 herb I always suggest people get, bay leaves. So they're very strong, they're very good for full moons, they're very protecting, they're very healing, and you can manifest with them. And I'm gonna show you guys how. So since the moon is in an earth sign today, we are going to be burying the leaf. So if it was in a fire sign, I would burn it. If it was in a water sign, I'd put it in the lake or a river, watch it flow down. And if it was in an air sign, I would probably blow on it, make it go into the world. I'm going to be writing a manifestation on it. What do I want? What do I need? What do I want to attract? So in my case, it's going to be about money, because a bitch has hella earth placements in her, you know, she likes her money. Really, you can write whatever you want. You can go into detail, write as many as you want. It doesn't really matter, but it looks like this. I am a money magnet, and then on the back I wrote I love myself. So this is why I love bay leaves, because you can write on them. So what I'm going to be doing on this full moon is I'm going to be burying it under the ground, since the moon is in the earth sign. I already explained what to do if the moon was in other signs, but yeah, that's what you do with bay leaves. So next on my list is goals, especially since if you're watching this and the moon is going to be in Virgo, this is a really good time to write down your goals, because Virgos are very goal orientated. So this is actually a very good time to write down your goals, even if it's not when you're watching this isn't going to be in the earth sign, that's fine. Write it down whenever there's a full moon. So if you have a lot of goals in mind and you write them down, even if you're not planning on manifesting, like write down your goals, because that is one step closer to achieving your goals. If you can actually see it in front of your eyes and not just keep it in your brain, like all your goals in your brain, it makes it more like real. What's my goal? If you wanted to get a job, you know, write down get a job as your goal. What's your goal number 2? Just write all of your goals. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to like save up a certain amount? Right, save up $10,000. Like whatever you're trying to do. I know you all have goals. What are your goals? Even if it's social media, like posting more, like I will be posting more this month. Like I will be working on myself this month. I will be giving myself more self-love this month. Like what are your goals? Is your goal to do a face care routine every day? Right? My goal is to do a skincare routine every day. Write down all of your goals and rip it and hang it on your wall and put it by you where you can see it wherever you want to see it, because it's a very good time to write down your goals when there is a full moon, and that is what I always do. So make sure that when it comes down to the time that you're actually doing all of this stuff, like you're zenned out, make sure you have a few crystals around you and that you're like lit a candle while you're like manifesting, like get in that mode, like make it comfy in your room. If you have like Christmas lights or LED lights, like turn those bitches on, open the window so the moonlight shines in, put on a candle, put on some calming music, have some crystals around you. Yeah, so make sure you're in your zen. I just thought I should mention that. If you are not in a very good routine right now, if it's not a very good healthy routine for you, if you're just waking up, going on your phone, really being lazy all day, and you're like, I wish I had a routine, now is a good time to make a routine. Same with the new moon. I'll do another new moon video, but now is a very good time to make a routine. So if you're trying to make a routine, write it down, a routine, and keep it by you where you can see it. And then when you wake up after you're like the morning after you're like done with all this stuff, like start it then. Same with the new moon. A new moon's a really good time to start new goals. Obviously, new goals, new moon. So like I said, I do some meditation and journaling this day. I usually do it in the morning, but you can do it while you're doing all this stuff. I would suggest meditating before you actually begin any of this stuff. I don't know why I didn't mention that, but you can journal while you're in the middle of this, just like daily journaling, whatever you do, however you journal about, reflect on yourself, like how was the past month, like journal about that, journal about whatever you want to accomplish, journal about your feelings, journal about whatever, do shadow work, whatever. I suggest journaling on this day too. And then whenever I'm done with all of my stuff, this usually takes me like an hour or more. I'm just quickly going over everything. To end off my full moon stuff that I do, I always do a tarot reading, and I either do a tarot reading, I usually do a tarot reading for whatever spirit wants to tell me, whatever I need to know, and then also like how was the past month, like what did everything I learn. I'll do a spread for that, and then I'll do a spread for next month, like how is next month gonna be. Like do a spread if you have one. If you don't have a spread, you could watch YouTube videos to pick a card readings on YouTube, which I'm going to start hopefully soon. The world isn't ready yet though, so I have to wait. This full moon, if you want a reading, DM me. I would love to give you a full moon reading. I always do a reading for myself, and then I'll pull a few oracle cards too. I hope this video helped you guys. I want to like hold this for some reason. I feel like this would be like cute. I'm gonna hold it. So I hope you guys like this video. If you stayed this far into my video, comment a plant emoji. I'm looking at a plant right now. I have like this cute little table set up, but like it would be too far down and you wouldn't be able to see me. It's kind of a short table. I need to like get a higher table or something. Comment a plant emoji if you stayed this far, just so I know who my real bitches are, you know what I mean? Comment down below if this video was actually helpful. Like I genuinely want to know if this video helped you guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and comment down below some video ideas you guys want me to do next. Go look at my song that I posted. It's called Angel Numbers on YouTube. Tell me if you guys like it. Comment down below whatever you're feeling. You know, I want some feedback. Tell me how I did, you know what I mean? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys so soon. Thank you so much, and bye.